Like my husband has tattoos and I find that has great sex appeal. Oh,
Right. Right.
Jesus, he looks fabulous.
Right. Right.
Yeah. See, Paul has no tattoos, so he has no sex appeal.
No sex appeal. Getting a tattoo is an extremely bad idea.
Paul, it is not. We're the happy headers. And I think getting a tattoo is of sentimental value.
Go away.
It's beautiful artistic expression on the body.
What would you do
Why
on your body
wouldn't
for?
you?
Why can't you have it on a painting on the wall? Why do you want to draw things in your body for?
Because it's always with me, like. Do you know?
But
It's always there.
I haven't got any tattoos. Have you got tattoos?
I have tattoos, yes.
And what do you get tattoos of?
Well, see, mine is very symbolic, Paul, you know.
Right.
So I have 3 butterflies for my children, Jordan, Mia and Aaron,
Right.
right? And then I have little cherry blossoms then for all the doggies that have died belonging to me, that I've lost.
So you've got dead doggy body thingies on your body?
No, I just have little symbolic flowers for them.
Right.
From a cherry blossom tree.
Right.
Yes, it symbolises that the dog doesn't last.
And are you
long
going to
in the world,
continue with that?
really.
Because you have a couple of dogs at the moment. Are you going to continue with
Yes.
it? Are you going to run out of body parts to get tattooed?
Hardly, at the rate I'm fucking eating currently. No time soon is that going to happen.
What age were you when you got your first tattoo?
I was 16, yeah.
And what was the first tattoo then?
It was such a weird thing, right? I picked the smallest thing because I was terrified.
Right.
So it was a Japanese symbol of a sword. Okay. And the thing behind it was the man who lives by the sword dies by the sword.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting at 16.
It was interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
And I really felt like I was hardened or something, you know, from having this tattoo. Like I felt tougher going around with it because I'd.
And how do you feel about having
managed
that tattoo now at your current age?
Well, now this is why I got the current one I have, because I fell out of love with that.
Ah.
And it had negative connotations to me then when I used to
go.
look at it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
So you see, the thing is that when you think of the things that you liked and you loved when you were a teenager, they're can be totally out of fashion, irrelevant to you now. And you're stuck with this stuff
Weekly changes.
all over your body.
Yeah.
And kind of every time you look, you're like, oh god, I got the cartoon character down there, and kind of, you know, I'm an adult now.
It's worse if you get them on your arms. I remember
Right.
like a friend of mine as well, she got a tattoo of a rose on her boob, and then it was considered really slutty, and you're fucking stuck with that then.
Yeah.
Or the tramp stamp, you know, which I hate.
The tramp stamp?
People say,
What's that
yeah,
one? What's that one?
they call the tattoo across a lady's back,
Right.
the lower back, a tramp stamp,
Right.
which is a fucking horrible thing to say. They're so beautiful, you know, look really, really nice. There's lovely works of art.
You're stuck with them then.
done.
What do you do? Like, to
That's
get
it.
laser surgery to remove them, that's
Yes.
painful. It's painful to get the bloody tattoo in the first place.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be putting yourself through that masochistic
I don't know.
pain?
I don't know.
And then you just, you know, if you didn't get it done in a reputable place, you can get an infection.
Jesus, yeah, years ago there was a big scandal actually, maybe back in the 80s, where people getting tattoos were getting AIDS from the needles not being
I think there was
clean.
people doing homemade tattoos.
Oh, prison tats. You see the lad coming in with an egg. Now I happen to find that quite appealing. Like my
Do you?
husband has tattoos and I find that has great sex appeal. Oh
Right.
Jesus, he looks fabulous.
Right, right.
Yeah. Paul has no tattoos,
No.
so he has no sex appeal.
No sex appeal. I wouldn't want him to be like, you know, a piece of paper or a poster that people could just write things on. I mean, that's why we have threes. That's why we're putting on all the threes to write things on. And we've also got digital media now.
God.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
You're not very environmentally friendly, Paul. You have to get with the program here.
and like if you get a crappy tattoo, then you have to get somebody maybe to try to change it and tattoo something else over it. So you're kind of going from good money after bad. You're just making the situation worse and worse. And you get them, you know. And then tattoos, like as you age, your skin's going to get all wrinkly, and you're going to be like, you know. So that rose, that thing, suddenly it's kind of it's all yeah.
It changes form and all that sort of thing.
Like what are you going to be
Mine
like when you're a
hasn't
little old
yet.
lady when you're 120? And they kind of look at it, what are those tattoos? And they kind of go, I can't, oh here, stretch out the skin there. Oh right, yeah, that's a dog. Right.
I don't think anybody is going to be looking at my back and tummy, to be honest, where I have my tattoos.
We'll still be doing these videos. We'll have you propped up. We'll have you nailed to the seat there.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
120. You were telling me. I didn't actually know this. That sometimes you can get somebody's ashes, somebody who's passed on.
Yeah.
You can get they can be used in the tattoo.
Yeah, that's right. So they mix if you have your animal or your, you know, loved one cremated, they get the ashes from the cremation and they mix it with the ink and they tattoo it into your body. Yeah, I don't think I could go that far.
I know, like with people, a friend of mine whose sister was cremated, and he said he got her ashes in a key ring.
Yeah.
I feel odd and weird carrying around my sister in a key ring. And
they can make jewellery and all sorts of fake diamonds out of it and everything. It's weird. I couldn't, But like, some people find that a great sense of comfort. So I can't say I'm not open to other people doing it either. I'm funny that way. It wouldn't bother me if a client came in and said, I have a necklace with my mother's ashes in it. I'd be like, oh, that's beautiful for you. Do you know, but I don't think I'd do it.
Would you agree that tattoos then portray a certain character? So if you were very aggressive in your teenage years and you had all these kind of, tattoos, and now as a mature woman, you don't want to be read the same way. I'm thinking of certain professions. Like guards, for example, police. Up until recently, you couldn't have a tattoo to join the police force, but now you can. But if it's covered, I think is the thing, you can cover it
as long as you cover it. Yeah, it's mad.
Because it does convey a certain message, and that message might be an old message from when you were a teenager, and it doesn't suit now.
Well, I think that's really the thing. I think we've, turned a corner in terms of tattooing. Like, again, I mean, there are places like you can work and you have all the tattoos you want. It's an expression of who you are as a person yourself, or your experiences. A story can be told about somebody through their
and I know a lot of cultures, like in New Zealand and that, Maoris and that, will have facial tattoos.
Yeah, and they're so cool.
But isn't that a big commitment?
Yeah, it is. Like, if you're not into it, then it's a bad idea.
And like, what do you do if you got a tattoo of your ex's name down your arm?
God, that's always a bad idea.
Like, do you have to find somebody with the same name to be with now?
Stick to your parents and your children. That's it. Don't beckon, or your pet dog.
I knew a guy one time, and people who know me and know where I'm from will probably know the same guy. But he had tattoos of different women's names, and somebody asked him, like, talking
another notch on his belt,
and he kind of said, what have you got? You got Mary there, and you got Louise there, and you got Karen. And he said, that would just, and I said, what? Have I meet her again? I got your name tattooed here. Yeah, and she think, I must have been special. And she doesn't see Carmel and the rest of them until they get down to the nookie bit.
Oh, God.
But he had loads of women's names tattooed all over his body, like a kind of a reference thing.
Wow, that's mad. We see that's symbolic to him, like, it's like
it
not
was
on his belt.
Never mind the sin. Let us know. Are you the sensible side of things with me, or
are you the more artistic kind of notion?
Why don't you subscribe to us, and we'll talk to you soon.